Hey Divine Feminine, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a returning viewer or subscriber. Today I wanted to do a reading for you all to see what your next steps are. Some of you have some decisions to make. For some of you, in my last reading, it indicated that there may be a decision you need to make where there's like two choices, and then some of you there's like options available for you. So depending on whatever the case is here, Divine Feminine, we're gonna get a reading on on next steps to make going forward. I'm gonna start out with the Psychics Tarot Oracle deck to see what the Divine wants from you at this time for what next steps to make. And I hope this reading is helpful for anybody who needs it at whatever time that you come across this video. Excuse me if I keep like coughing up. I think I might be sick. Well, I am sick, but it might be COVID, so we'll see. I'm not sure. I just got tested again. But the first card we have is Patience and Planning. So Divine Feminine, this is talking about a season, or even just taking time to allowing yourself to be patient at this time, even when you feel hard pressed, and just making a plan to move forward, and not just for somebody here, it might not be just taking that big jump right away. It could be potentially having, you know, something in place to prepare you here, Divine Feminine. We got obstacles and challenges. All right, so whatever this whatever this next step is here for you, there is some kind of obstacle or challenge that comes ahead with it, which is why it's okay to kind of pause and take a break before you take this leap, before making this jump. Like, it might even seem like closer to, it might feel like it could be a safe jump here, I see, but it's just gonna take a little bit of preparation on your end first. And then we have heartache and loss. So there is some kind of sacrifice here. There's definitely some kind of sacrifice that's attached to whatever this is. And the Divine doesn't want to lead you in a place of despair. But for some of you, this need for change is because of the heartache and loss you feel. So maybe you've been in despair about whatever this is, or whatever it is that you're going through, or whatever this situation is. It's like it could have you in a place where that's all you feel. So for some of you, you could be having a hard time being patient right now, or, you know, planning or getting your next steps, because it's like it's taking too long, according to your own time even. But we have new beginnings here. So somebody here is definitely talking about a new beginning. So maybe the new beginning is moving past whatever that energy is, that negative energy that has you feeling like this sense of heartache. For some of you, it can be a sense of hopelessness. Even I feel like this new beginning is meant to push you toward even just moving away from those feelings and toward more fulfilling emotions at this time. And we have I keep dropping my cards. We have the Balance card. So there's a need for more balance in your life right now, or your situation, Divine Feminine. Even with all that you're juggling right now, everything that you're going through, all your different responsibilities, just all the things that surround you at this time, Divine Feminine, it's like seeking a sense of balance. So for some of you, this could be what's the word? I don't know. I can't get the word to come to me, but sorry, y'all. I had to yawn and sneeze at the same time. I guess the sneeze didn't want to come out, but I kind of want to get into the next deck here to see if we can get some clarification here. We're going to use the Muse Tarot deck because I feel like the energy is just kind of conflicted here, like because you could be in a space where I feel like it's conflicted because we got the patience and planning card there, which is about, you know, you planning for this change, planning for this move, the transformation, whatever the case may be, moving away from something. But it's like it could be hard for you to do that, or you could be struggling to do that because you feel excuse me, because you feel like you can't wait it out any longer. Like you could feel like you're losing your mind, or you know, it's just all negative. It could just be a lot of negative energy around whatever this is, and it's like you just want to escape the energy. You want to escape from feeling like this, so it's hard to be patient. Maybe you feel like you've been patient and you have yet to see any changes. So sometimes when you want to see change, it's about making that move. So let me get clarification here on that for you, Divine Feminine, because for some of you, that just could be your energy, that you could just be conflicted, just kind of going back and forth with yourself. Because, you know, like I said, maybe you don't already have a plan, but you know that this is but you know that where you are is not where you're supposed to be, or where you want to be, and you just you feel like you're stuck in like this you could be stuck in like the stagnation of unhappiness, which is making you feel imbalanced. There is no balance there when you know, you kind of feeling off kilter in something, and it's kind of destroying your overall mood, or just like even other parts of your life, if that makes sense, Divine Feminine. So yeah, we're gonna use this Muse deck to get clarification on what the next steps are here. What are Divine Feminine next steps? For some of you, it doesn't have to even be like a super well thought out set plan in a way, Divine Feminine. Some of you could be receiving messages on, you know, different steps to move forward. You may have even asked the Divine to order your steps. I just saw the Moon card, but yeah, you could be asking the Divine to order your steps, and maybe you've gotten, you know, some steps, and it doesn't feel like a whole lot of like information to go off of like right away, but those are steps, Divine Feminine. Sometimes it's about taking that step in order to receive the next instructions. Excuse me. We have the Three of Inspiration. So yes, like you could be being pushed or blown in a certain direction. For some of you, this could literally be moving away, or making some kind of change, or stepping away from something, taking a break from something, whatever the case, and that's the direction that you're being pulled toward. And I feel like just moving in that direction, things just kind of fall into place by taking that first step, by making that move. It's a little blurry, y'all. I hope y'all can see it, but there's like dominoes here. It kind of just falls into place, and you can see that the character on the card, their dress is like blowing in a certain direction, which is the same direction that the dominoes are falling. So I'm getting like, trust where the wind is blowing you, or trust trust the wave you came in on, or we got the Six of Materials here. So for somebody here, it's kind of like, I'm getting like more so of using what you have, starting where you are, to, you know, make some kind of change or something. Maybe there's some kind of project or something that you've been wanting to work on. It may not make sense to you. You may not, you know, have all the answers, or how is this particular thing is going to work out, or whatever the case. But for some of you, Divine Feminine, it's about just doing it, and then the rest will come to you. I feel like making that change, making that move, doing what Spirit is calling you to do. Oh, okay. So now that that patience and planning card makes more sense now, because Divine Feminine, I feel like you, like I said, you've been trying to be patient, you've been trying to make plans, and it seems like nothing is going nowhere. It's because you already have some kind of answers or something. For some of you, this could literally be like some kind of gift that you have you're supposed to be using at this time. I'm not really sure what that is, because everybody's gifts are different, and whatever yours is, it may not be something that you consider a gift. It's just something that you do, or just part of who you are, or whatever the case is here, Divine Feminine. But you're probably being pushed to like do something, or maybe pick up some of those projects that you kind of left on the back burner, or those things you might have had some ideas even come to you of some things that you need to work on, or different projects, or, you know, whatever the case. And you may have just kind of, you know, tossed it to the side because you're like, that doesn't give me you know, a definite on, you know, the outcome that's going to come from that, or how is that going to help me in this particular situation, or whatever the case, Divine Feminine. So I'm kind of getting like kind of trust where you're being pushed or pulled toward, even if it doesn't make sense to you, even not right away. And then especially for some of you, this is also giving you a break away from being able to take care of whatever those things are, or do whatever those things that you're being called or pulled to do. It'll kind of even take your mind off of worrying about the things that are outside of your control, because in that stance, it's the divine that is handling certain things for you. Especially when something is out of your control, it's like you can either sit around and kind of dwell on it, or you can make the best of the time and the resources that you do have available to you, even during your wait. All right, what else for Divine Feminine? We got the Hermit card. So this is like spending some time alone with the divine, but also getting some kind of enlightenment from this time alone. Like, kind of, some of you just been kind of feeling alone. Even you might have people around you, whether that's family or friends or whatever the case here, but it's like you could still feel alone. You could feel like misunderstood. Maybe you feel alone in even the decision that you feel like you need to make for yourself, or that you're being pulled to make. But, you know, like I said, it may not make sense. It may not make logical sense, even to others outside of you, which is why the divine would call you to, you know, be alone. This is something that's literally between you and the divine, and it's taken a lot for you to even get to this point. I feel like for some of you, you've definitely just been walking a long road that has been feeling kind of deserted, even for a while. This could be a particular situation that you've been facing for quite some time that has yet to feel resolved in a way, Divine Feminine. But I feel like the more you seek answers, the closer it is that you get to your answer. Is that everything for the Hermit? And for some of you, you need to know this is the road that you might be traveling alone. You might not excuse me, you might not have the support of others around you, and that's okay. Long as you're working with the divine, you know, you're doing right. Especially when it's for you, even spiritually, because nobody knows, you know, what your experiences are, how you feel. They just know what things look like and the kind of results that you know, they see physically, but they don't see, you know, what it takes to get you to where you are, or to have what you have, or, you know, whatever the case is here. But we we have the 10 of materials. Some of you, this can definitely be centered around family, but whenever I see this card as well, I see like a sense of generational wealth. So for you, divine feminine, maybe you don't feel any closer to you know, building whatever that generational wealth is, because you kind of keep feeling like you keep coming to the same place, or you keep getting stuck in the same place. It could be like totally different situations, but the same like results over and over and over. For some of you, this could be in like a job. Like you could have you could have gone through multiple jobs, you could have went to school, you could have done all the things, and it just kind of feels like, you know, nothing is going anywhere. No, you know, nothing is growing for you. You don't see a future in any of the things that you're doing. So it's just kind of like there's this lack of fulfillment there, but also this lack of just overall growth that's contributing toward this generational wealth that you're trying to build here. We had the devil card. So yeah, so as soon as I saw that, is I got like the devil could be riding your back, or it feels like the devil has been riding your back. Like for some of you, it's like it seems like it might seem for you like nothing you do or nothing you've done has done any, you know, there hasn't been any success from it, or, you know, no matter how hard you try or how much you know, you put towards something, it's like you still see no results. There's no growth there. Literally, it's like the devil has been riding your back, like stopping your growth, stopping your blessings. Tell me more about that. All right, we got the Empress. So first and foremost, the answers are within you, divine feminine. The answers to the universe are within you, divine feminine. So I feel like you kind of know what to do, and I think I kind of mentioned it earlier that you probably already know, but it just don't make sense to you, or maybe it's something that you tried before and you haven't seen any results from it, or whatever the case, divine feminine. But it's saying that the answers are within you, so you kind of know. But you also know that I feel like you know, I know that sentence was kind of just wacky, but I kind of feel like you already know that you're meant for abundance as well. You're meant for more. And maybe you just know that you're not going to get it wherever you are, divine feminine. Some of y'all, this could be, you know, telling you to trust your intuition. We got the 10 of voices. Yes, so for some of you, whatever it is that you've been feeling or experiencing, it's kind of feel like it's piercing pains. Like it's got you in a place where you feel kind of stuck, but also just it feels very painful. This can be emotionally, spiritually. For some of you, you might even feel it physically, like there's pain associated with keeping yourself in a situation that you know is not for you. But it's like you could have a hard time letting go of something because you don't know where else to go or what else to do next, if that makes sense. But I feel like you have to trust your gut on this one. Trust where, you know, even in the unknown of not knowing. Excuse me. Alright, what else does divine feminine need to know? Is there anything I haven't touched on? Wow, we got the Muse of Emotions. So with the Muse of Emotions, I feel like that's definitely giving me the energy of, you know, trust how you feel, Divine Feminine. Because even if you rob yourself of, you know, if you rob yourself of letting go of those feelings, whatever is bringing you down, or, you know, keeping you stuck and feeling the way that you've been feeling, and really nobody else can explain that for you. Only you know how you've been feeling and what you've been experiencing. You know, anybody else looking outside of you, they don't see that. They don't know, you know, what's going on the inside. So I feel like this is telling you to trust your emotions and move forward with that, Divine Feminine, despite what things look like right now, despite despite how things just appear overall, because it can be very deceiving. For some of you, Divine Feminine, to others, they have a hard time seeing what you're going through, because from the outside looking at you, it's kind of like you appear to be very strong, you appear to be very capable in some ways, which you are, Divine Feminine, but everybody has their breaking point and everybody has their thing as well. So I feel like you shouldn't have to stay stuck in a situation or something to appease somebody else's expectations, especially if it has you feeling like, you know, this can be the thing that breaks you, Divine Feminine. But only you know that. So we got the Muse of Inspiration here, Divine Feminine. So this is a reminder to trust your path, because there is some there is greatness ahead for you, Divine Feminine, and it could be much closer than you think it is. You know, like I said, even if something doesn't make sense, it could be much closer than you think it is at this time. Let's get any final words here for Divine Feminine. Anything else? Okay, there's a lot of cards. I'm just gonna take the one that fell. Excuse me. We got the Nine of Emotions. Y'all got all kind of stuff going on because I'm sick, and you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna apologize for, you know, what's going on with me. Well, I will, but I don't have to. Neither do you, Divine Feminine. You shouldn't have to apologize for, you know, what you feel and what you're experiencing, especially things that you don't have control over. But we have the Nine of Emotions here, so I feel like this is definitely like an energy of bringing your emotions into balance, but this is also kind of like the Nine of Cups kind of energy where, you know, there's some kind of fulfillment here. And I feel like the only fulfillment you're gonna find here, Divine Feminine, is by finding that balance, finding that balance that you seek, finding that sense of peace and stability. But for some of you, you're not gonna find it where you are, and I feel like you know that, because especially if it feels like things are just getting worse, it's not getting better, or you're not feeling any better, the Divine is telling you to trust your gut at this time, you know, even if it don't make sense. And not everything is gonna have a plan, like a super well thought out plan from start to finish. Sometimes it's just about taking that first step in the direction that you're being pulled in. So that's the reading I have for you at this time, Divine Feminine. I hope that it was helpful, and I hope it brought clarity to your situation, and that I also pray that for you, you make the best decision for you, so you can keep going, keep moving forward, and keep growing. So until next time, Divine Feminines, bye.